Hello and welcome to goldnews.org Video Edition August 5th, 2011. My name is Jim Wallace, Executive Director of Gun Owners Action League, and let's get right to the news. As most people have known by now, we've been following a story about the EOPS advisory letter concerning so-called assault weapons and large capacity feeding devices that came out in May. As our members know, this letter was unsigned and undated and actually was basically factually incorrect from beginning to end. We've been working with legislators, both on the Committee on Public Safety and on State Administration, to try to get some answers about what the Executive Office of Public Safety is going to do to correct this problem. And so far we have had no answers from the administration as to, number one, why they put out a letter that was so factually incorrect to the firearms licensed retailers and to law enforcement. And also we have had no answers as to how they're going to correct it itself. So, as a result, Gun Owners Action League is launching a bill through Representative George Peterson called an Act to Repeal the Ban on Modern Sporting Arms. And basically what this bill will do is repeal the chapter on so-called assault weapons, which is Chapter 140, Section 131M. It will also repeal the laws regarding firearm retailers and what they can and can't sell in regards to this. We hope this bill will actually be filed within a few weeks. And we are going to be contacting legislators and ask them to co-sponsor this bill over the next week or so, and hopefully our members will do so as well. Again, we're asking our members to contact their local legislators and support George Peterson's bill and act to repeal the ban on modern sporting arms. Hopefully this will solve some of the problems with this. Again, it's only a first step in Massachusetts gun law, but we hope it will solve some of the problems. One of the other things that people should know is, as far as the fiscal year 2012 budget, is free fishing licenses for anybody under 18. That should be current now. So if your youngster wants to go fishing, they do have to get a license, but it is free. So you still have a month or so left of the summer, and hopefully you can get your kids outside. The governor also has filed a NICS bill, which, according to the governor, is necessary to comply with federal legislation. Now, this bill would set up a whole sort of information, a lot concerning with mental health issues that would be reported to the federal government. Gun Owners Action League is studying the bill along with the National Rifle Association to make sure that this bill does comply with federal law and doesn't go any further. Certainly one of the problems we have with the bill right away is we already know this administration cannot be trusted with our personal information and certainly can't be entrusted with enforcing any laws, at least correctly. So we're a little bit hesitant to allow this administration to have any more information gathering ability or dissemination ability. So for now we're going to hold off on certainly supporting this, and we're going to actively oppose it until we get some clear answers from this administration as to how they're going to fix what they have now. Junior FID cards, we've had a few questions about that. Remember in the past budget as well, Senator Brewer was able to get an outside section through that lowered anybody for FID cards under the age of 18, lowered it from $100 to $25. That is now in place. So again, if you have a youngster that's looking for an FID card, remind your local law enforcement agent, your licensing agent, that those fees for under 18 have been reduced to $25. And if you have any issues with that, please just contact the Goal office. One thing I like to talk about probably once a year is the so-called brook trout license plate. Many people across the state I see have this license plate on their vehicle, and they think they're supporting fish and wildlife. Well, it's a reasonable assumption because it has a brook trout on it and it says F&W, which is fish and wildlife. It's always a buyer beware though. If you have one of these plates or are thinking about getting one of these plates, you should be aware that none of the money from these plates goes to the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife. It actually goes to a semi-private trust called the Massachusetts Environmental Trust that actually gives out grants mostly to water resource agencies and organizations. It may be something you want to support, but I would suggest you get online and actually look up the Massachusetts Environmental Trust and just be aware of what you're supporting. Also, if you'd like to help out Goal this year, our Dog Days fundraiser, for every $25 you donate, you have an opportunity to win a ticket to the Matt Light Celebrity Shootout, and you'll also get a Beretta 686 Silver Pigeon 12 gauge to take with you to the shoot, and it's yours, of course, after the shoot. And if you'd like to help us out with that, you can go to goal.org for more information on how to donate. And if you have a youngster that's in the clay shooting, we have our 2011 annual Crushing Clays Junior Trap Championship, and you can go to goalevents.org to get more information on how to get your youngsters signed up for that. And that's going to be in mid-September, September 18th, 2011. And I believe it's at the North Leominster Rod and Gun Club. And again, the Shoot BQ started last year. Was a great innovation by the Goal staff to have a good time at the range and some good food. If you'd like to get involved in that again this year at the end of September 25th, 2011, again, go to goalevents.org. We look forward to seeing you there. And that's it for goalnews.org, Video Edition, August 5th, 2011. See you next week.